Rod Bennington, Fez Watley with you. Funny, Geraldo Rivera, he's telling people that the weapons of mass destruction, he doesn't think they exist in Iraq. The intelligence reports were false. But he did call the war a great thing because we removed a hideous dictator who was in a murderous rage. So that's great for Geraldo. And he got kicked out.
Fezzy, Geraldo Rivera, the last honest man in America. Finally, a journalist who's saying the truth. There never were any weapons of mass destruction. Do you feel good Saddam Hussein is out of here? Yeah, of course, he was a bad guy. But why did we have to get played to get him out of here? Because we wouldn't went along with it to get this guy out on his own.
You know, everyone agreed that Hussein had to go at some point. But I don't think everyone agreed that we had to send guys over there to get killed to do it.
We all agreed that the guy running Cuba for the last 40 years is a pain in the ass and has tortured people. Yet we never thought about getting on a boat and going over there and doing anything about it. But, Geraldo, how can you argue with him, Fez? And not just about this, about anything. Geraldo Rivera, the last real journalist in America.
Now, there I don't agree. Geraldo is more tabloid to me. And no lie, anytime I see Geraldo Rivera reporting, I always have a hint of suspicion in the back of my mind on whether this story is going to actually be true or not.
Do yourself a favor. Do that with every time you turn on your television. Because you're really watching the Liars Club every time you turn on the TV.
For me, Geraldo is always bigger than the story. I'm more staring at Geraldo than I am listening to what he's actually saying.
Can you give me another reporter who doesn't put himself up as either part of the story? This is the way I felt about it. Well, I just found out. Shut up and read.
On the cable news today, they were asking one reporter about weapons of mass destruction, and he actually yelled at the anchorman, "Give them more time." I'm like, why are you yelling about this? You're not in the White House, or are you?
Exactly. How this personally affects you. We just want somebody to come on Walter Cronkite style and read us the news. Fezzy, the next president of the United States, the man that you love, John Kerry.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Hillary.
Is barred by federal campaign laws from using any of his wife's ketchup money for his presidential campaign. Teresa Heinz Kerry, the widowed ketchup heiress, has an estimated worth of $500 million.
Nice work, Teresa Heinz Kerry.
This one shocks me. I had no idea that you couldn't use your own money, because I know they do this. I've seen mayors do it, and I think I saw in Delaware when one of the DuPonts was governor.
Yeah, is this because she has so much money? And is there a limit? I know there's a limit that individuals can contribute.
Right.
Now, they said that if she wanted to help campaign this campaign, finance it, she would actually have to go to another group of people. They give them money, and they would have to use that money for some political action group. So it would be like almost third or fourth hand before she could get her money into Kerry's pocket.
Do they have to be condiment people as well, or it could be anybody? I don't understand why you can't say, hey, I'm a rich guy running on my own cash, and I'm going to be spending more of it than anybody else.
You know, they do that all the time. That new senator from New Jersey, he did it. He spent a fortune to get elected senator. Corazine.
Yeah. You know, I remember that when the DuPont guy, Governor DuPont in Delaware, when he won, they threw it back to, like, his party headquarters. It was just him sitting there. Hey, I want to thank everybody. This is really great.
Thank yourself. You wrote the check.
Nobody was singing. There was no confetti. I think he was in his den. Wow, I'm governor. Wow, this is great. I don't know what to say. I'm just baffled by it all. Thank you.
With John Kerry's wife, what I like about her is she's not even a natural Heinz. She married a Heinz. And now she actually is getting, his money.
Why can't I get a sister or even anybody to marry a Heinz?
And she still uses the name Heinz from her first husband.
And have we eaten that much effing ketchup over the years that somebody who's divorced from the family is worth $500 million?
Oh, I have. I put it on a lot of different things. I put ketchup on French toast.
That's the grossest thing I've ever heard in my life.
I use a lot of ketchup. Ketchup is my hangover food, so I was down in a bottle of it today.
And how do you stay so thin with these French toast and ketchup? How do you do it? It's just shocking.
Rude. I know you're being sarcastic.
Now, Fezzi, let me ask you this, and this is a very important question.
All right, I'm ready.
Do you spell it ketchup, like with a K, or catsup with a C?
I spell it catch with a K. Ketchup.
So do I, and I'll say this. I'm suspect of anybody who goes with the catsup thing. That weirds me out completely.
All right, when someone spells it catsup, it actually, to me, looks like it's fake ketchup. Like, it's so not ketchup, it's so watered down or something, that maybe they can't actually spell it with a K for legal reasons.
Now it's butter flavoring, right?
Right, exactly. It's cheese food.
When I think of catsup, I just think of a cat with his ass in the air. And that is not anything I want on fries.
And they're squeezing it so hard, something red came out.
I'm not even that big of a ketchup fan. Fries, okay, but don't go throwing it on my steak. All right, I'm not a child.
Ronnie, the war in Iraq, we got some updates here. Chemical Ali. Now, this was a big victory where they said we got him, he was dead.
Oh, how we cheered that day.
Yeah, British forces apparently got Chemical Ali in the beginning of the war. Chemical Ali's been taken off the dead list. Now, the guys who are dead, we can't get.
Now, is he taken off the list like we didn't get him? Or is Chemical Ali a zombie and even more dangerous than he was 3 months ago?
I wouldn't put it past him. He has been taken off the dead list because they've interviewed his family members and some local Iraqis, and apparently they've caused enough speculation that they're not sure that Chemical Ali is dead. So it's just so frustrating.
All right, Fezzi, are we sure that we won this war?
Oh, they'll take that back eventually.
It seems like we lost. I think it's just the beginning of everything. I don't know how we're going to get our troops out of there. Every time I pick up a paper, somebody has gotten killed, one of our guys, and I don't see how we're out of there. Fezzi, a little bit of an update for you I got on an instant feedback. It says Fez was wrong, and then he put it in big quotes, again.
Nice.
Mrs. Kerry is a widow. A widow, not a divorcee.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. Yeah, her ketchup husband died.
Yeah. Well, then our hearts and prayers are with her now.
Send some red flowers.
And with the rest,
send a bottle of red.
Was he cremated? And when they actually tried to spill his stuff over the ocean, they had to. I can't get it. I know once it starts, he'll come pouring out there.
Hit it on the little 57 on the side of the urn.
Oh, there he goes.
Here, use a knife.
All right, that's too much. Now it's all gone.
Oh, all right. Now you're just wasting.
Remember when they tried to do the big mouth ketchup and nobody wanted it? It came in like a mayonnaise jar, and it just seemed like the grossest thing you've ever seen. Now, why would that gross you out? I don't know. Because
the big mouth jar makes you think, ooh, that much ketchup all at once. Like if you're pouring ragu all over your fries.
You know, I'm now turning into my dad where I act like if it happened before, it's better than it's happened now. This kind of new bags of tuna. Have you seen that?
I love the bag tuna. It's so much better than the can.
How exactly are they presenting it? Because I kind of threw myself up like Grandpa Simpson and wanted no part of it.
Yeah, because tuna used to come in a can, like a can of cat food, which always weirded me out. And now it comes in a Stay Fresh pouch.
I can't have a pouch of fish.
It's like a foil pouch. It's the best. You don't get all that grease and water and everything else that you have to drain.
You pour that out after you cut your thumb. It's very easy. You know that I actually got 6 stitches in my foot from a can of tuna when I was a little kid because my mom had thrown it in the trash. It was like in our... like a trash bag that was on the floor, like a hefty bag, and I went to go jumping it over. I came right down on the corner of it, caught that on my foot.
Oh, I always used to get in trouble for licking the cans.
Now, was that your brother's, or?
I wish I hadn't said that.
You knew it was coming, even before I got my line out.
I would lick can lids, whether it was SpaghettiOs or soup or
even
something.
Like a sharp can lid?
Yeah.
That's you're an idiot.
It's dangerous. I've tried to stop. You know me, I'm on the edge.
You've stopped by now, haven't you? Yeah. The Sammy Sosa story, Say It Ain't Sosa, goes on. Major League Baseball has now taken 76 of his bats.
In the old parade.
Including 5 that were in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, my gosh.
So they went and opened up drawers in the Hall of Fame and cracked windows and held back fans. At this time, they found no cork, no foreign substance of any kinds in his other bats. And, of course, last night when he went back to Chicago, Sammy Sosa was greeted with cheers as he took the field. What do you think? Is this going to tarnish things for him?
It's always going to be there, kind of like Roberto Alomar spitting on the ump.
Right.
That story's always going to be there now, but it's not going to outshine Sammy's accomplishments. Sammy's too loved.
Sammy is loved. Now, Jose Canseco came out, I believe it was today, I saw it on Sports Center, and said this is only because Sammy is Latin and black, and he's being attacked for it, and this would never happen to a white American ball player.
All right, Jose Canseco, first of all, who's attacking Sammy? He's had nothing but support, and he's the one with the cork bat.
Well, I don't know. I think everybody kind of feels bad about this. I think everybody feels a little let down with Sammy, don't you think?
I think they were disappointed when it happened, but I don't think there's a huge Sammy backlash.
For me, it's still a lash. It hasn't even come back. I'm still upset with him.
And with Jose Canseco saying this wouldn't happen to a white guy, is he saying that it was a white conspiracy? White people went and put cork in Sosa's bat?
No, not that far. He's saying that white guys get away with things that black Latin guys don't get away with.
See, I think that's yet to be seen, because I think Sammy's going to get away with this. He'll probably get, a few game suspension, but that'll be it. And then everybody gets that who gets caught.
I think Mark McGuire, they would have just said, Mark, quick, we'll take care of this. We'll talk to your dad. Everything's taken care of.
All right, let me ask you this.
I'd ask away, Fuzzy. I'm here for you.
All right, what was your greatest cheating moment at anything?
I'd have to say high school. 4 years of high school of not really doing a bit of work and just handing it over and say, keep going.
Very nice. When I was in high school, my senior year, I was a teacher assistant, and I actually took money from freshmen because I was in charge of the grade book, and I could erase a tardy, I could erase an absence, I was changing test scores.
Geez, how cool were you that you were the teacher's assistant?
What? The freshmen looked up to me. I had the power.
I'm sure you were sitting at the cool table.
And then
Did you wear an armband with this as well?
No, it was an easy way to get credits in your senior year where you didn't have to do anything.
Was there any other guys involved in this? It seems like only a girl would get this gig.
I was good at it.
Did you sit up next to the teacher during class?
No, what I would do is I would actually have to take roll for the class, and then I was just pushed off to the side, and I would go through papers and stuff. And I would do filing or go to the teacher's office and run the old Xerox, what do you call it?
I don't know. You're a little older than me. Mimeograph?
Mimeograph machine.
No, what was when you were calling off roll call? Was it like Lincoln, Orville Wright? Is he here today?
That is not the people that were in class at that time, younger than me. I am not Granny Watley.
I wish I went to your school. Try to call out roll call, and I'll give you my angle.
Bennington? I heard that, mister.
Excuse me, can I go get a drink?
And I'm in charge of this grade book. You're going to pay.
Well, you'll pay. Oh, I'll talk to you later. Watley.
And the other crowning cheating achievement of my life is I was actually at a Christmas party for a company, and they asked me to go up and pull the grand prize, and I actually cheated.
What did you do?
I gave away a trip for two to one of Flipper's friends.
Oh, that's really bad, man. That one is actually bad.
I wasn't part of the company.
Yeah, people at Hooters wanted to win that thing.
I don't think we needed to mention the company.
I honestly feel like you should be arrested for that one.
We just got a new Hooters card.
So? Hey, do I have mine?
I have yours.
Thank you very much. Everything was weird last night in Club Tijuana. Probably for my best cheating I ever did, you'd have to check with all my ex-wives. They would have a better idea of it.
That will happen.
Hey, baby, you know I'm different than that.
All right, we have a Ron and Fez programming note here. Beginning next Tuesday,
TiVo.
MTV will begin airing 10 new episodes of the Osbournes. They're back starting next Tuesday.
I thought it was going to be the Osgoods, and that's why I TiVo'd.
With Charles?
Yes, it was Charles and his family.
Now, the very next episode, that's going to deal with Jack and Kelly as they fight over Jack's friendship with Christina Aguilera. Apparently, Kelly can't stand her and accuses Jack of disloyalty on a very special The Osbournes.
How fake sounding. Does this not sound just totally fake to you?
And in a side story, Ozzy goes for a tooth cleaning and gets the nitrous oxide.
You know what they probably ought to do is rent, like, a little kid that they can adopt, like they did at the end of the Brady Bunch.
They need a cousin Oliver Osbourne.
For the last 6 episodes before they're canceled.
Just get a new baby. Yeah, this show totally played at this point.
I think it was totally played at the end of last season.
I tried to watch last season. That was on my TiVo.
And last season was kind of this year, right? I don't understand.
Yeah, it's like the season got split in two.
Yeah, as soon as it came on, it stunk. The first year I loved like everybody else because I'm Bobby Trendy and I'm all part of it. And then I literally I could smell my TV when the new season started. It was just done. It's toast. It's burnt toast. It's over.
So we'll get to these 10 episodes, and then the show is done. They've got their money. They're not going to be asked back.
And she's the little girl. What's her name, Kelly?
Yeah.
She's already lost her recording contract.
Oh, that's right. Was it Sony that ditched her?
Whoever did it made the smart move. They should have put out a single. The album was where they messed up. All right, what happens to these two kids long term? What happens to Jack and Kelly Osbourne?
Well, Jack's going to end up getting bunk beds with Billy Staples at rehab.
Is he out yet? Or is that all going to be part of this coming season's fun?
He was out for a little bit, and I think he had to go back in. I think he got like some sort of a weekend pass. A furlough.
And what's going to happen with Kelly?
Kelly's going nowhere.
I said the over-under on both Jack and Kelly is who gets stapled first. I know it seems crazy, but I got 100 down with Kelly. I think she's going to beat him to it. She's a little older and a little hungrier.
Jack, we're going to keep hearing stories of him getting in trouble due to his drinking and drugging. Kelly is going to be everything she's going to do is fail, but she's going to have her money. Watch for some sort of Kelly Osbourne purse line or crazy hats or something. She's going to try and do something in fashion, I bet.
So you think she's going to follow the other fat girl and start making purses for herself?
Like Monica Lewinsky's.
I did not even know this, Fez. Just got the instant feedback on it. Sharon Osbourne was stapled. She's a stapling survivor.
So
that's the term.
So it runs in their family.
Yeah, I guess she had gotten it years before because she would have had it on the air. So, yeah, one of them will get stapled.
And before we go to break here, just a couple of celebrity birthdays. Kenny G is 47 years old today. Now, a lot of his guy fans are the same age and still unmarried, so that's odd.
That's like a gay joke, right?
Yes, it is. And Marky Mark Wahlberg.
From the Funky Bunch?
Yes, 32 years old today. George Clooney gave him permission to have a birthday, so he decided to have it today.
I saw him doing promos for the Italian Job. He was putting down Planet of the Apes. I never even wanted to do Planet of the Apes. Timmy Burton talked me into it, and when Timmy calls, you go. I never even read the script. I just went and did my best, but I knew right away it was trash.
He obviously didn't read the script. I think in one scene, he's standing there next to a gorilla and yelled, "Line."
Ooh. That's his only thing. He was lost in space. It's WJFK, 866-277-4969. You're listening to Ron and Fez.